Hello, my name is Christina Scarbalis, Work Experience Coordinator for YWCA Southeast Wisconsin's Work Experience Program. This past year has presented challenges and obstacles for all of us, but falling particularly hard on the shoulders of women and mothers. The Brookings Institution summed it up nicely. COVID-19 is hard on women because the U.S. economy is hard on women. And this virus excels at taking existing tensions and ratcheting them up. With women filling the majority of low-wage and face-to-face jobs, often combined as primary caretakers for our families, COVID created the perfect storm. The C-cession is real. Last March, our Work Experience Program for Women seamlessly switched to virtual delivery, allowing us to provide support for over 220 women. Since that time, more than ever before, this virtual experience has allowed the women we serve to build connections, gain confidence, overcome obstacles, and find hope for their futures. Today, you will hear from a couple women who have much in common and who draw strength from each other, and yet may have never crossed paths if it weren't for YWCA Southeast Wisconsin. They have all brought such incredible value to our group through their compassion, honesty, and vulnerability in sharing life experiences that have helped so many others find connection and support. Lori, a veteran and single mother of two who always speaks with such thoughtfulness and empathy, creating such space for others to feel heard. Evelina, who often gets the conversation started with her infectious positivity and whose son we've had the privilege of watching grow from baby to toddler to just recently celebrating his first birthday. And Sierra, a mother of two who invests so much care in others, sharing openly with such purpose, and whose son is just as outgoing and connected as she is. In a time when it is easy to feel discouraged, our Work Experience Program continues to bring women hope. Hope in a future full of opportunity and connection. Hope for the best for themselves and their children. And that hope translates action as women feel supported in taking next steps toward fulfilling their dreams. It is, without a doubt, a privilege to stand along these remarkable women and strive together.
Every once in a while, it's okay to motivate yourself to be like, I look good and I look great and I'm happy about that.
Well, I'm going through a divorce. It's a big factor in how I have to go day to day, and it's also forcing me to seek employment before I thought I would have to. And this program is helping me to kind of realize what all I need to do to make myself an asset.
I'm used to always being around a whole bunch of people, and that was a big challenge for me because, I'd go up to hug somebody and, they'd be like, oh, like I have cooties or something, and it was kind of weird, And so that was a big challenge for me that I had to kind of just like overcome, instead of feeling like sad and, oh, they don't like me or something, like poor me or whatever. I had to realize, it's because of the COVID. It's,
The challenges that I dealt with this year was not being able to work because I had a newborn. But with the program, that kept me occupied. I wasn't at home so bored, like, oh, I'm taking care of the baby. I was able to talk with you all.
I used to be quick to like not be positive about myself, and because I'd feel like people would be like, oh, you're too conceited, or you're, it just, I don't know, if I didn't want them to think that I was too big-headed or whatever, so I never would compliment myself, or I would always I just always, jump over that question or whatever. But now I feel like it's not that I'm conceited, it's just that, every once in a while it's okay to motivate yourself to be like, oh, you know what, not saying that I'm a number 10, but like I look good and I look great and I'm happy about that.
I think there's a lot that comes kind of, when it comes to us being women, we're taught not to feel confident about our strengths. And so I have a very ingrained sense of doubt in me, and like speaking with women that are strong as well really helps kind of reprogram what I'm thinking and helps my focus more, and definitely parallels what Evelina said about like focusing on my strength, being okay with being confident, and even if everyone can't handle it, like knowing that I'm okay with what I can be.
Right.
So.
Dress for Success has basically helped me file my taxes, because we got the tax information and like during the different sessions, we was just talking about the credit scores in the last session. So I learned something new, like if you get a credit card, what to do and what not to do. Don't overcharge it. Or, you know, I just learned different stuff every time it's a different topic. So, but the credit scoring was the biggest one for me.
Right. You know, I also would like to share that I never knew when to stop and let other people talk. But now it's like this program has really, I mean, I'm talking about 100% helped me allow somebody else to talk and know when, you know, I should just, you know, stop talking or stop saying something and just listen, you know, and it's that I really do appreciate that, because that was one of the hardest things that, you know, believe it or not, I felt like I couldn't accomplish or whatever.
I feel like everyone has something to say about all the subjects we covered, but we don't always feel confident. There's a lot of people in the program who are kind of learning to be confident to speak their mind. And
when we talk with the different women, like you never know what a person is going through. So like sometimes we go off subject into like personal matters, and I myself learned a lot and got a lot of advice from the different women in the program.
Yeah.
Like when we go off subject, so I just wanted to add that.
know that there are people out there who are going through the exact same thing, and that you can reach out to. So this is a good program to reach out to find stability, to find comfort, and not kind of be so much of a hardened shell.
Right. Yeah, I was devastated when I thought that I was gonna be like cut off of Zoom, and I literally cried to all the girls. I'm like, oh my god! I was like all teary eyed and everything. I didn't want to stop the Zoom because I felt like, you know, not family kind of a thing, but it was like a closeness. Like, you know, I felt like I had somebody I can talk to, a lot of somebody's.
We're like a community.
Yeah. That it'd be the education. There's so many things that I want to do yet that I don't know. Okay, what do I want to focus on? Because I have a 22-year-old daughter, and then I have a 1-year-old son, and so it's like big difference. I want to stay at home, but yet I still want to, you know, be able to contribute for the house, pay bills.
Opening a candy store. I plan to open a candy store.
I think the biggest thing that I have found that I didn't know I needed was the community.
The ladies here on Zoom, they would always ask, oh, how's JJ? Oh, you know, where is he at? How is his surgery? How is this? And it was like, wow, you know, like it just made me so like happy, and like it felt like, you know, like somebody does care, you know? And so it was more calming for me, and it was very helpful too.